नमस्कार। रेडियो बेलौरी 105 मेगाहर्ज मार्फत प्रसारण हुने शैक्षिक कार्यक्रम एसईई परीक्षाको तयारी सम्बन्धी यो कार्यक्रममा यहाँहरू सम्पूर्णलाई हार्दिक स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु। शिक्षा अपरिहार्य आवश्यकता हो, तर परम्परागत शैक्षिक प्रणालीले मात्र आजको आवश्यकता पूरा गर्न सक्दैन। तसर्थ शिक्षामा नवीनतम प्रयोग गर्नका लागि हामी प्रविधिको प्रयोग मार्फत यहाँहरू समक्ष पुग्न चाहन्छौँ, जसको लागि रेडियो कार्यक्रम सी परीक्षा तयारी कक्षा रेडियो बेलौरी मार्फत हरेक हप्ताको 3 दिन 6 पटकसम्म यहाँहरू समक्ष हामी प्रस्तुत हुने वाचा गर्दछौँ। कक्षा कोठाका कारण हामी कक्षा कोठामा बसेर अध्ययन गर्ने अवस्थामा छैनौँ। कोरोनाका कारण हामीहरू साह्रै ठुलो समस्यामा लकडाउनमा परेका छौँ र दैनिक विद्यालयका कार्यक्रमहरू हामी सुचारू गर्न असमर्थ छौँ। यसै परिप्रेक्ष्यलाई मध्यनजर गर्दै हाललाई पाठ्यवस्तुलाई सरलीकृत गर्दै कक्षा 10 एवं एसई परीक्षा दिने विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरूका लागि हामी यो कार्यक्रम प्रस्तुत गर्न चाहन्छौँ र क्रमशः आगामी दिनहरूमा अन्य कक्षाका कार्यक्रमहरूलाई पनि हामी रेडियो कार्यक्रम लर्निङ बाई रेडियो मार्फत यहाँहरू समक्ष आउने जमर्को गर्ने नै छौँ। नमस्कार आदरणीय श्रोता एवं प्यारा विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, फेरि आजको यो शैक्षिक कार्यक्रम सी परीक्षा तयारी कक्षामा यहाँहरूलाई हार्दिक स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छु। आजको अङ्कमा हामी सामाजिक विषयको बारेमा छलफल गर्नेछौँ। एसई दिन तयार भएका विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू र अहिले कक्षा 9बाट 10मा पुग्नुभएका विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, यहाँहरूको लागि यो कक्षा हामीले लिएर आएका छौँ। तपाईँहरूकै प्यारो शिक्षक विष्णु प्रसाद शर्मा म तपाईँहरू समक्ष उपस्थित भइसकेको छु। भाइ बहिनीहरू, आज हामी मानव विकास र मानव संसाधन विकास जो हाम्रो पहिलो खण्डको पहिलो पाठ अन्तर्गत छ त्यसको बारेमा केही जानकारी दिन गइरहेको छु। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, हामीले दुईटै माध्यमलाई समावेश गरेर कार्यक्रमहरू बनाएका छौँ, जस अन्तर्गत म केही अङ्ग्रेजीमा र नेपालीमा पनि बताउनेछु। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, आजको विषय प्रवेश गरौँ। साझा लक्ष्य र उद्देश्य प्राप्तिका लागि निश्चित भौगोलिक क्षेत्रमा एकीकृत भई बसोबास गर्ने मानव समूहलाई समाज भनिन्छ। साझा उद्देश्य प्राप्तिका लागि समाजका सबै व्यक्तिहरू सचेत एवं क्रियाशील रहिरहेका हुन्छन्। वास्तवमा व्यक्ति व्यक्तिबीचको सम्बन्धको सञ्जाल नै समाज हो। मानव संसाधनले चाहिँ कुनै पनि कामका लागि आवश्यक पर्ने सामान्य तथा प्राविधिक स्रोतलाई बुझाउँछ, विशेष गरी मानव स्रोतलाई बुझाउँछ। मानव संसाधनले सामान्य कामदारदेखि दक्ष मानव जनशक्तिसम्मलाई समेटेको हुन्छ। जनशक्ति अदक्ष, अर्धदक्ष, दक्ष गरी 3 प्रकारका हुन्छन्। कुनै पनि काम राम्रोसँग सम्पन्न गर्नका लागि क्षमता भएका, तालिम प्राप्त, देश विकासमा महत्त्वपूर्ण योगदान गर्न सक्ने सकारात्मक सोच राख्ने व्यक्ति वा व्यक्तिहरूको समूहलाई दक्ष जनशक्ति भनिन्छ। दक्ष जनशक्तिहरू अल्पकालीन, दीर्घकालीन र स्थिर आवश्यकता परिपूर्ति गर्नका लागि निर्माण गरिएका हुन्छन्। दक्ष जनशक्तिहरू आफ्नो स्वाभिमानको रक्षा गर्दै देश निर्माणमा जुट्नु पर्दछ। आफ्नो देशलाई विकसित बनाउन सम्पूर्ण नेपालीहरूको कर्तव्य र दायित्व पनि त हो नि, होइन र भाइ बहिनीहरू? भाइ बहिनीहरू, आज हामी मानव संसाधन विकासको आवश्यकता किन छ भन्ने विषयमा केही बुँदाहरूमा चर्चा गर्न चाहन्छौँ। सबैभन्दा पहिला हामीले सम्पादन गर्ने सम्पूर्ण कामका लागि आवश्यक पर्ने र बजारमा पाइने जनशक्तिको जो अवस्था छ यसलाई आकलन गर्नको लागि पनि यसको आवश्यकता छ। मानव संसाधन श्रमको लागत विश्लेषण गरी सङ्गठनात्मक कामदार घटाउन अथवा बढाउनको लागि पनि मानव विकास संसाधनको आवश्यकता पर्दछ। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, जनशक्तिको उचित व्यवस्थापन गरी सङ्गठनको उत्पादन बढाउनका लागि पनि मानव संसाधनको आवश्यकता पर्दछ। त्यस्तै गरी योजनाका आधारमा जनशक्तिलाई माग गर्न र तिनीहरूलाई नियुक्ति गर्नका लागि पनि मानव संसाधनको आवश्यकता पर्दछ। त विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, अहिले हामीले कुरा गरेका यी बुँदाहरू यो मानव संसाधन विकासको किन आवश्यकता छ भन्नेमा छन् भने, र यसको महत्त्व किन छ त, आजको संसारमा मानव संसाधन विकासको महत्त्व चाहिँ किन छ भन्ने विषयमा पनि हामी छलफल गरौँ। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, मानव संसाधनको महत्त्व, यो मानव संसाधन विकासले जनशक्तिको प्रभावकारी उपयोगी गराउन सहयोग पुर्याउँछ, त्यसैले यसको महत्त्व छ। त्यस्तै गरी मानव संसाधन विकासबाट जनशक्ति तथा सङ्गठन दुवैलाई उत्प्रेरणा प्रदान गर्दछ। मानव संसाधन विकासबाट सङ्गठनमा प्रभावकारी सञ्चार हुने, सुपरिवेक्षण गर्न सकिने, नेतृत्व विकासमा सहयोग पुग्ने हुनाले पनि यसको त्यत्तिकै महत्त्व छ। भाइ बहिनीहरू, मानव विकास संसाधनको विस्तारले कामको गुणस्तर र आन्तरिक व्यवस्थामा समेत सकारात्मक प्रभाव पर्दछ। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, जसरी यसको आवश्यकता र महत्त्वको बारेमा हामीले छलफल गऱ्यौँ, त्यसरी नै मानव विकास संसाधन कसरी विकसित हुन्छ अथवा यो कसरी अगाडि बढ्छ भन्ने विषयमा पनि आज जान्नु त्यत्तिकै आवश्यकता छ। त्यसैले विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, मानव संसाधन विकासको प्रक्रिया निम्न बुँदाको आधारमा गर्न सकिन्छ। जनशक्ति योजनाको प्रारूपको तयारी, त्यस्तै हामी दोस्रो बुँदामा कुरा गर्न सक्छौँ वर्तमान जनशक्तिको विश्लेषण गर्दै पनि यसको प्रक्रियालाई अगाडि बढाउन सकिन्छ भने भविष्यका लागि आवश्यक पर्ने जनशक्तिको आकलन गर्न पनि मानव संसाधन विकासको प्रक्रियामा सहभागी हुँदा गर्न सकिन्छ। त्यसै गरी विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, रोजगारी कार्यक्रमको विकास गर्न, तालिमका कार्यक्रमहरूलाई पनि विकास गर्दै अगाडि बढाउनको लागि पनि मानव संसाधन विकासको प्रक्रिया अन्तर्गत ल्याउन सकिन्छ। अब विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, हामीले आवश्यकता, महत्त्व र यो विकासको प्रक्रियाले कसरी कहाँ सहयोग पुर्याउँछ भन्ने गर्दाखेरि अब यसको मानव संसाधन विकास गर्दाखेरि यसमा चुनौती के कस्तो छ र यसको भावी दिशाहरू कस्तो हुनुपर्दछ, यसको मार्ग निर्देशन अथवा मार्ग दिशा कस्तो हुनुपर्दछ भन्ने सन्दर्भमा पनि छलफल गर्नु उत्तिकै आवश्यक हुन्छ। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, यसका चुनौतीहरूको कुरा गर्नुपर्दा स्पष्ट रूपमा मानव संसाधन नीतिको अभाव छ हाम्रो देशमा। हुन त हाम्रो देश भर्खरै संघीयतामा गएको छ र यो अहिले मानव संसाधनको विकास गर्ने कसको जिम्मेवारी हो भन्ने विषयमा पनि जटिलता छ र सबैभन्दा ठुलो समस्या त विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, अहिले हामीसँग भएका जति पनि मानव विकासमा रहेका मानवहरू हुनुहुन्छ, दक्ष जनशक्ति हुनुहुन्छ, उहाँहरूको प्रतिभा स्वदेशमा भन्दा विदेशमा छ। त्यसैले हामी के भन्न सक्छौँ भने विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, प्रतिभा पलायन भइरहेको छ। जनशक्तिको माग र आपूर्तिको बिचमा सन्तुलन छैन विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू। यसको असन्तुलन अर्को यसको चुनौतीको रूपमा खडा भएको छ। त्यस्तै गरी विद्यमान तालिम केन्द्रहरूको बिचमा पनि उचित तालमेलको व्यवस्था छैन। यो उचित तालमेलको अभाव यो तालिम दिने संस्थाहरूले पनि यसमा चुनौती थप्दै गएको छ। यस्तै किसिमका अन्य चुनौतीहरू पनि विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरूले लेख्न सक्नुहुन्छ र विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, यसको रोडम्याप के त, अब यसपछि यसको मार्गनिर्देशन के र यसको भावी दिशा के कस्तो हुनुपर्दछ भन्ने सन्दर्भमा अवश्य पनि विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू स्पष्ट मानव संसाधन नीति हाम्रो केन्द्रीय सरकारले, सङ्घीय सरकारले अथवा प्रदेश अथवा स्थानीय सरकारले गर्नुपर्ने, यसको नीति तर्जुमा गर्नुपर्ने, जनशक्तिको माग र आपूर्तिको बिचमा सन्तुलन कायम गराउनुपर्ने, त्यस्तै गरी विद्यमान तालिम केन्द्रहरूको बिचमा तालमेल मिलाउन सक्नुपर्ने र व्यावसायिक शिक्षामा जोड दिने हो भने विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, हामीले खोजे जस्तो मानव संसाधनको विकास हामी गर्न सक्छौँ। अब विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, हामीले अहिलेसम्म गरेका कुराहरूको सन्दर्भबाट हामी के भन्न सक्छौँ भने मानव संसाधन भनेको विकसित समाजमा रहेका शिक्षित, तालिम प्राप्त, स्वस्थ र सम्पन्न जनता हुन्। मानव संसाधनभित्र मानव संसाधन विकास र मानव संसाधन व्यवस्थापन जस्ता विभिन्न विषयहरू यसमा पर्दछन्। मानव संसाधन विकासमा कामदारको व्यक्तिगत विकास तथा सक्षमता अभिवृद्धि गर्ने कुरामा ध्यान दिएको हुन्छ र दिनुपर्दछ। त्यस्तै गरी मानव संसाधन व्यवस्थापनको प्रमुख विशेषता भनेको कामदार र सङ्गठनको समग्र रूपमा विकास हुँदै अगाडि बढ्नुपर्दछ र यसले कर्मचारीहरूलाई बढी उत्तरदायी बनाउनु पर्दछ भन्ने नै हो। र विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, मानव संसाधन विकास व्यवस्थापन गर्दाखेरिका केही अवधारणाहरू के हो भने मानव संसाधन व्यवस्थापन गर्ने अवधारणा भनेको व्यक्तिलाई जिम्मेवारी दिई उसैलाई पुरस्कृत अथवा दण्डित गरेर कामका लागि उत्प्रेरित गर्ने अवधारणा हो विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू। र यसले समेटेका जनशक्तिहरूको सन्दर्भमा कुरा गर्दा विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, यसले सामान्य कामदारदेखि उच्च तथा दक्ष प्राविधिकसम्मको जनशक्तिलाई समेट्दछ। त्यस्तै मानव संसाधनको आवश्यकता किन पर्यो भन्ने कुरा यदि गर्ने हो भने विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, देशको आर्थिक, सामाजिक, सांस्कृतिक, वैज्ञानिक यदि उन्नति गर्नु छ भने हामीले अवश्य पनि मानव संसाधनको आवश्यकता पर्दछ। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, मानव संसाधनलाई एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण साधनको रूपमा प्रयोग गरिन्छ किनभने देशको सामाजिक र आर्थिक विकास गर्ने महत्त्वपूर्ण संसाधन मानव विकास संसाधन नै भएको हुनाले मानव संसाधनलाई एउटा महत्त्वपूर्ण साधनको रूपमा लिनुपर्दछ। र विशेष गरी यो कस्तो खाले जनसङ्ख्या चाहिँ मानव संसाधन अन्तर्गत हामीले राख्नुपर्दछ र हुन्छ भन्ने कुरा गर्दा शिक्षित, ज्ञानशील र अनुभवले युक्त भएका, शारीरिक रूपमा स्वस्थ रहेका, मानसिक रूपमा सचेत रहेका, विवेकशील र सक्रिय जनसङ्ख्यालाई नै मानव संसाधन भनिन्छ विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू। मानव संसाधनलाई अर्को शब्दमा भन्ने हो भने जनशक्ति, श्रम शक्ति अथवा मानवीय पुँजी पनि भन्न सकिन्छ विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू। यसलाई कति भागमा विभाजन गर्न सकिन्छ भन्ने सन्दर्भमा हामीले पहिले पनि चर्चा गरिसकेका छौँ विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू। मानव संसाधनलाई अदक्ष, अर्धदक्ष र दक्ष गरी 3 भागमा विभाजन गर्न सकिन्छ र सबै जनताले आफ्नो ज्ञान र सिप प्रयोग गरेर सृजनात्मक दक्षता र इमान्दारीपूर्वक काम गरेको खण्डमा भाइ बहिनीहरू समग्र देशको विकास हुन्छ। शिक्षा तथा तालिमको राम्रो विकास गरेर दक्ष जनशक्ति तयार गर्न सकिन्छ भने शिक्षा र तालिमले मानिसलाई सृजनशील बनाउँछ, उत्तरदायी बनाउँछ, सहयोगी बनाउँछ र विवेकशील पनि बनाउँछ विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू। त्यसैले हामीले हाम्रो देशको आर्थिक विकास र विकासको दर बढाउने हो भने विज्ञान र प्रविधिको क्षेत्रमा उपयुक्त सृजनशील काम गरेर योग्य जनशक्ति उत्पादन गरेर अगाडि बढ्ने हो भने अवश्य पनि विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू हाम्रो देशको विकास सम्भव छ। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू, यो त भयो हामीले केही नेपाली भाषामा सामाजिक विषयको मानव संसाधन विकास भन्ने पाठको बारेमा केही चर्चा गऱ्यौँ। अब हामी अलिकति स्विच अफ हौँ। Dear students, today we are going to talk about human resource development. Dear students, significance of human resource development is actually the term refers to the knowledge, skills, creative abilities, talents, aptitudes, values, and beliefs of an organizational workforce. Human resources development involves or it improves the utilization value of an organization. The efficiency of production, process, and various areas of management depends to a greater extent on the level of human resource development. Dear students, human resource development factors are being changed time and again. So why it is changing? What are the factors that change? The vitality of human resources to a nation and to the industry depends upon the level of its development. Human resource development assumes significance in view of the fast changing organizational environment and the need of the organization to adopt new technologies in order to respond to the environmental changes due to unprecedented increase in competition within and the outside of the country, consequent upon the announcement and implementation of economic liberalization. Trends toward market economy are more prevalent in most of the countries, indicating only the industry is strong in all respects to continue in the market, and other industries are forced to withdraw from the market. Dear students, human resource is complete human being, that is economic, social, or psychological. Employees enter the organization with their values, sentiments, aptitudes, etc. The competencies of human resources are developed through HRD programs. Employees' background, their expectations, values, etc. vary from person to person. Therefore, each employee should be managed differently based on different principles or approaches. The value of human resource is increased. It increases over the time due to the continuous learning process, unlike other resources. Dear students, the concept of human resource development is mainly concerned with developing the skills, developing the knowledge and the competencies of people and its people-oriented concept. The concept of HRD is not yet well conceived by various authors, though they have defined the term from their approach as it is of recent origin and it still is in the conceptualizing state. Many personal managers and organizations view that HRD as synonymous to training and development. The concept was formally introduced by Leonard Nader in 1965 as those learning experiences which are organized for a specific time and designed to bring about the possibility of behavioral change. Dear students, what are its features? HRD, the term HRD is a systematic and planned approach for the development of individuals in order to achieve organizational group and individual goals. HRD is a continuous process for the development of technical, managerial, behavioral, and conceptual skills and knowledge. Dear students, HRD develops the skills and knowledge not only at the individual but also at dyadic level, group level, and organizational level. So, the students, what we can say is human resource development is multidisciplinary. It draws input from engineering, technology, psychology, anthropology, management, commerce, economics, medicine, and many more. Human resource development is embodied with techniques and processes. HRD is essential not only for manufacturing and service industry but also for information technology industry. Dear students, let's talk about the scope of human resource development. Recruiting the employees within the dimensions and possibilities for developing human resource, selecting those employees having potentialities for development to meet the present and future organizational needs. Analyzing, appraising, and developing performance of employees as individuals, members of a group, and organizations with a view to develop them by identifying the gaps in skills and knowledge. The students, analyzing, appraising, and developing performance of employees as individuals, members of a group, and organizations with a view to develop them by identifying the gaps in skills and knowledge. Its scope. After the scope, dear students, let's talk why it is needed. Here are some of the bullet points. It changes in economic policies, dear students, changing job requirements, need for multi-skilled human resources, organizational viability and transformation process, technological advantages, organizational complexity, human relations. Similarly, objective of human resource development is to enhance organizational capabilities, to aid total quality management, to provide comprehensive framework of HRD, to prevent employees obsolescence, to promote individual and collective morale, a sense of responsibility, cooperative attitudes, and good relationship. The students, its objective is to prepare employee for higher level of job, to develop creative ability and talents. So, how does it function? The students, employee appraisal is there is performance appraisal, there is training, there is development, overall development, career planning and development, succession of planning and development, organization change, organizational development, involvement in social and religious organizations, quality circle, and workers' participation in management. So let's talk about the framework of human resource development, dear students. A recent economic liberalization announced by the government, different governments of different countries towards market and economy, and started creating more dynamic environment in different countries than ever before. Human resource planning for HRD should plan for human resources not only for the present and future jobs but also for the roles. Organizational plans include the plans for change based on the environmental opportunities and threats are the basis of determining organizational requirement. Human resources to be acquired and developed are determined in terms of skill, knowledge, abilities, values, aptitude, belief, commitment, etc. Therefore, the students, the outcomes of HRD are fourfold to the organization. It is to the individual, to the group, and of course to the society. So there are different techniques applied for the human resource development, dear students. The techniques are quality circles. Different organizational circles are formed. They counsel with the different employees, counseling with the employees, role analysis, doing the role of different employers in the company, communication policies and practices, monetary rewards are also given. These are the techniques used. Non-monetary rewards are also given. Employee benefits, some grievance mechanism are also there. So what are the human resource development outcomes? HRD outcomes provide the ground rules to be built and organizational excellence in people, processes, products, and profits. Training makes people more competent. There is greater clarity of norms and standards, become more committed to their jobs. People develop great trust and respect for each other. HRD helps including inducing multi-skill to the employee. So role analysis, human resource planning, recruitment of the people in the organization, selection, their placement, inducing an orientation, induction, performance appraisal, training. These are the functions that human resource manager does in an organization. Therefore, students management, from the point of view of management, the functions of HRD manager does career planning and development, organizational development, compensation, social and cultural programs, workers participation management, quality circles, employees counseling, teamwork. All these are the terms that we find. So a person who has responsibility to manage in an organization, he technically enhances the knowledge and skills through counseling. He provides knowledge and behaviors of sciences, behavioral sciences, knowledge of techniques and behavioral research he does. Similarly, managerial organizational ability shows there. Systems and development skills are also presented. So personally, such managers, such kind of people have these attributes. They should have very good personality. They should have initiative, faith in human being and their capabilities, positive attitude towards others, imagination and creativity, concern for excellence, concern for people and their development, attitude for research and development work, interest in learning new things, ability to work as a team member. So, dear students, we have come to snapshot the topic that we have discussed today. So, in search, we talk about human resource development. We must talk about human resource training and education provided to that. Similarly, enhancing the skill, knowledge and ability. Similarly, their competent, their efficiency, their effective human resource. These students, what are the benefits? So these human HRD has a different three-layered benefit. First one is personal, second one is organizational, and the last one is national. If we talk about personal level, it enhances work performance in an individual. He gets promotion in his job. He is being highly evaluated. So similarly, if so, then he gets higher income. If we talk about the organizational level, the organizational work becomes efficient. Skilled human resources will be there in the office, in an organization. Management of human resource will be there. Effective policy implementation will be there, which ultimately produce higher amount of production. If we talk about the national level benefit, of course, dear students, effective use of resources, infrastructural development, successful planning for the future, achievement of goal in time, decrease in unemployment, ultimately higher income for the nation. These are the national level benefits. Human resource development importance, need, challenges and processes. It has importance because effective use of human resource will be there. Human resource and organizational get activated. Management performance and leadership will be there. Quality works and work efficiency will be there. It is needed. The students, it is needed because planning for required human resources, managing human resources in an organization, increasing productivity, and ultimately recruiting skilled human resource in an organization, you must need this. The students, if we talk about the challenges and the process, it goes like this. Challenges, yes, of course there are challenges, lack of clear human resource development policy, and as we know, there is brain drain. Most of the educated person are leaving country. An imbalance is there between demands and supply of human resource, lack of systematic training centers. These are challenges. We have to look over it. Students, if there is challenge, then there are solution measures too. If we talk about planning for human resource development, analyzing present situation of human resources, pre-planning of future needs of human resource, establishing infrastructures and productive training, launching programs to increase employment opportunities will solve the problem or the challenges seen in human resource development. The students, we have come to this level that human resource is the workforce of a nation or organization with knowledge, skills and abilities. Human resource development is a framework for helping employees develop their personal and organizational skill, knowledge and abilities. The type of human resource are skilled, semi-skilled and unskilled. Skilled human resource or manpower refers to the people who are trained, well educated, energetic, experienced, devoted to the field and capable to do any specific work efficiently and effectively. Skilled workers are those who are more trained, higher paid and have more responsibilities than unskilled workers. Semi-skilled human resources is the person who is simply educated, trained, experienced and capable of doing any type of work in a simple way. For example, sales boy in a department store sells a good nicely. If we talk about unskilled human resource, dear students, these are those people who are not educated, not trained, not experienced and are not able to do work without the help of others. Dear students, there are temporary human resources that are people who work or recruit for a short period of time. Fixed human resources are those manpower who acquire education and training once and perform continuously the work for their lifetime. For example, masons, carpenters, they are fixed human resource. There are some constant human resources also. They are the manpower who take training and education for a particular field and work for the particular job for a long time. For example, doctors, police, etc. The subjects human resource include are human resource development and human resource management. Human resource management is the arrangement of human resources or manpower in an organization. It is designed to maximize employees' performance at work. Dear students, human resource is essential for a country to develop and to get prosperity. So I hope you have learned a lot of things regarding human resource development. And next we will be talking about human resource management and many more. Dear students, I would like to give you some assignments. If you are ready with your pen and paper, please note down the question. Skilled human resource is the foundation of prosperous Nepal. Why? Give reasons. This is a short type question, dear students. One more question. What should be done to further strengthen the human resource development in the context of Nepal? Write your opinion in a sentence. Dear students, one more question I would like to give you. Human resource development is the foundation for national development. Justify. And lastly, highlight the importance of human resource management in 4 points. विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरु, म नेपालीमा पनि यो भन्न चाहन्छु। मानव संसाधन विकासको महत्त्वलाई दर्शाउँदै 4 बुँदामा व्याख्या गर्नुहोस्। कुनै पनि देश विकासको जग अथवा आधार भनेको मानव संसाधन विकास हो, यसलाई व्याख्या गर्नुहोस्। त्यस्तै गरी मानव संसाधन विकास र मानव संसाधन व्यवस्थापन भनेको के हो, कुनै 4 बुँदामा यसको फरक लेख्नुहोस्। र विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरु, मानव संसाधन विकास कसरी तयार पारिन्छ, कुनै 2वटा उपायहरू लेख्नुहोस्। यसका साथै आजको हाम्रो कक्षा सिद्धिन्छ। यहाँहरूले पनि आफ्नो किसिमले तयारी गर्नुहोला भन्दै आजको अङ्कबाट बिदा हुन चाहन्छु। धन्यवाद, नमस्कार। See you next.